Part 2 from video 1. So I arrived back to South Carolina 7 years ago, and when I got there, my vehicle was broke down and shaken, and someone went out and cut my catalytic converter off. I know that my own daughter, and I hope that Greg wasn't involved in it, she stole my pills out of my car and sold them. My daughter has always had a problem with talking, gossiping about me. Now, people that do this are very insecure with themselves, and they don't want people to see the real you because they want all the attention to themselves. There's enough love out there for everybody, y'all. You know, let's stop doing that, please. Along with my sisters, sometimes they do that. And I've overlooked it so long that breaking the cycle was tough. You know, and that's what I've been doing the last, I guess, 4 years now. So I went back there and I immediately took up and started to take care of his mama for over 2 years. For love. Never asked for one dime. But it was hard for me to come back home to help my own family. And she got very upset. So we're going to get on past that. Mama, I love you. She's in heaven. But she's done some really bad things. I do believe that she, Jimmy Wayne Clark, and several others were doing dark magic on me over the last, 2 years. Okay? I got a call from Arkansas from my niece, and she wanted me to come and get her, Paige Autumn White. Anyway, I had a trailer, and my trailer was full of merchandise to go to Mobile, Alabama. I wanted to go there and start a new business because I was started breaking cycles, and it was rough with my children and Jimmy Wayne Clark Jr. Because they liked the way things were because, it, you know, it benefited them, not me. And so I was like, I'm not going to put up with this anymore. And so I was going to come to get her. I didn't get here in time, and she was brutally murdered. And we still don't know exactly who did it. And I took this horrible, y'all, this was like really bad. I mean, that was my little girl. That was my only niece, and I had a big part of raising her. She was younger. And her and I were very close. So after being in Arkansas for 7 months, stranded and scared out of my wits, instead of going to Mobile, Alabama, because I had nothing to take with me to start a new business, I went back home, straight to Jimmy Wayne Clark Jr. So he took this bad situation, y'all, that I was going through and made it so much worse than it needed to be. I mean, I was there for 2 days, and he was on top of me with my phone, screaming at me, and had his hands behind my neck. So I had to call the police. And he went to jail. So my sister and I ended up going and getting a trailer where we were gang stalked every day, abused verbally. A bullet went right over my sister's head. A dog got shot, Breeze, and she was my companion here in Arkansas. And, you know, she was like one of them dogs that you never, the neighborhood dog, the family dog that, you know, she had a good soul. And anyway, I felt like she was with me daily and love and miss her a lot. I had no right to shoot her. I went in there, planted flowers, cleaned up the trailer park, helped people out. But when it got to the point where I couldn't help them out anymore, they vandalized my vehicle. And, it made a hard way to go. So I also got a job, hired on with UPS, which Jimmy Wayne Clark hacked into my phone. And I did not get the day that I was supposed to show up for work. So therefore, I didn't have that job. Okay, so everything that I have tried to accomplish, he has totally not going to, destroyed it. So I paid on a storage unit and 2 storage units in Kentucky. And that came to like next to $4,000. So I went and got it after, living moved back to South Carolina instead of Kentucky due to other situations. Gossip, false gossip. And, so, anyway, my identity was stolen. I was robbed several times, so everything that I had put towards opening and starting my own orphan organization was taken, and my dream was crushed. That wasn't good enough. So, I'm still, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get a job. I'm going to do everything. Vandalize my vehicle. So There's 7 different charges, right? In Lexington, South Carolina. They're all dropped. I just learned yesterday. All of them are dropped. Why is that? Why is that? They talk with me, and they used to didn't do this, but I believe that him and others have lied on my name and made me look like the world's worst person. Maybe even paid them. I don't know. You know, but that's wrong. And so, I've got a driving on suspension. Hadn't had a ticket in so many years. Okay, first of all, I got no insurance because I was trying to flee from Jimmy Wayne Clark. Just purchased another vehicle because the other one got vandalized. And at this point, I'm trying to get the hell out of the state of South Carolina so nothing else bad could happen to me. So, lo and behold, I go to the bank. No money. That's not found. My identity was stolen. I was having in 2 weeks. I had a stroke on the 15th day of July. I was beat up on the 25th, somewhere around July. My identity was stolen July 28th. And I've gone to the bank. I've gone to the Social Security office. Made reports. All that got dropped. Why? Why? So they said if you get your license back in a certain amount of time, we'll drop this. I couldn't. I had no income. My Jeep was being vandalized daily. I had no income at the time. Broke. And never got any of the money back from Social Security or the bank or these people because they dropped the case. 7 different cases, y'all. They just dropped them. Still don't know why. And I have killed myself trying to make my Jeep go down the road so I can make some money on what little stuff I had left to appease and get my South Carolina driver's license. Never had any tickets before this. Great many years. I'm like, long time ago. So, anyway, couldn't do it. And Jimmy Wayne Clark made sure I couldn't do it. Because every time that came in on my check every month, I'm trying to get off of Social Security, SSI, and, you know, with UPS and other jobs, that I could fund my own orphan organization on top of what I already had. And so, if it keeps my Jeep breaking up, I gotta spend every dime I have every month to fix my Jeep up just so I could get out of there. Well, I did get out of there and had to go back to have the cases reopened, but why? They closed them anyway now. And literally, y'all, I'm having to go back every month to go to court because I pled not guilty because I'm not guilty. I need my driver's license to stay full in the state of Arkansas. I never want to go back to South Carolina ever again to live. So, yes, I was guilty of driving no insurance. I had no other way to get away from him. I mean, so anyway, I got insurance, went back to court. Couldn't pay my ticket because I'm waiting on my money to come back into the bank because I can't drive there. I'm trying to, you know, obey the law and not drive and hit you right here and get right there. Well, meantime, he could have helped me go to the Social Security office 18 miles away. I had to walk. Okay. So it's because I don't know. What was it? 3 days in the rain on a motorcycle, trying to get back there because my Jeep was broke down in Florida. Thank God somebody was trying to take me there. Got to right outside of Augusta and had a flat tire on a motorcycle. 3 days back to Florida. Sick as a dog. Okay, forgot something. June 14th, this past year, Jimmy Wayne Clark put 2 cans of bug spray underneath my door. Me and my lady, my other dog, got sick. We were sick. I was sick for 3 weeks. Crawled to the bathroom, threw up everything, could not keep anything down. Yes, why I didn't go to the hospital. That'll be on the next video. I don't trust Lexington County Hospital or Lexington County Sheriff's Department. Okay? Y'all, when you become an officer or a preacher, you hold a certain value about yourself, or you should. Okay? Money shouldn't be able to buy you. Nothing should ever buy you. Okay? The officer could have dropped that ticket and let me carry on with my life. So every month it takes so much money to go back and forth. Taken away from my orphan organization, which is hurting a lot of children out there, and parents, and everybody, because I am preaching, y'all, this is no way. Let's make this madness stop. We're teaching our kids to go out there and blow up schools and do this and do that. Y'all, we need to stop and think again. God's real, y'all. He's real. and you live a happy life. I mean, if you just took the Word of God and it made Him Savior over your life, it is a wonderful feeling, y'all, like no other. Okay? And He didn't want me to feel like this. He wanted to be in control. And He isn't, and He never will be. Okay? Think about before you go out there and make the wrong decisions. Because you're not hurting that person. That person has a mother, a father, a sister, a brother. And they suffer every day of stupid little decisions everybody makes. So if somebody does something to you, don't go retaliate, because I've not retaliated not one time on these people. And nor will I. Because it isn't the right thing to do. Okay? And please stop. Let's all become a nation again, y'all. Our nation's in trouble. Can't y'all see that? It starts at the home front. Okay? So before you go and get that gun, before that loose tongue comes out your mouth saying things you know, I hope you regret later. And when you're wrong, say you're wrong. When you know that you hit, please go apologize. I know it's so hard to utter the words, I'm sorry. Very sorry after your mouth. It's very soft, very hard to do. So think about before you do it, not when you ain't got to go out and say you're sorry, But if you do it, go apologize to that person. And don't do it again. And one more thing. I just think, I'll go out and get drunk and da-da-da. And God will forgive me. You're sure right. He will forgive you. But you're still going to have to pay for that. Any sin, anything that you do, you're still going to have to pay for it. Either it's like, the smallest thing up to the biggest thing. Whatever you do in your life, you're going to be held accountable for it. I promise. Next video. Love y'all. Peace out. And make better decisions, please.